Hey, if you're a Hoops fan, you love these kinds of games. I mean, tons of talent on both rosters, and you know these guys will be amped up and ready to bring it in this one.
So the Houston starting five. Clint Capella out there with Alperon Sengun. Then there's Kevin Durant, then it's Smith, and it's Thompson in at the point.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher at times. That's unreal. I mean, Thompson.
Oh, bro. Dude, up. He's, I'm in the fight. Oh, that sweet touch of everything.
That boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
SGA surveying the D. From deep three-point land. Capella with a rebound. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Sengun. Sengun throw it down.
Sengun finishing with authority. There you go, big fella. They can feel you.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, BA. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, and move about the ball. I mean, they built something special in OKC. He's spotted.
Deflected. Smith outside. On the wing, Durant. And he hits it from 9 feet.
Nobody better at getting inside and finding good looks. KD rarely forces anything, and he usually gets the best shot available.
Now here's SGA. In the game against Denver. Very impressive. And up again. Oklahoma City with a triple.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Thompson with it. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Sengun, no good. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Davenport. We talked about Tim Durant's tough talent. He told me what makes him so different. Throwing that quick release on his jumper. All the after guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. SGA passes to Holmgren. And it was still over the rim. Offensive finish interference.
Hey, that's what the nigga told the nigga last night when he was drunk and let him know he was cheating. They were like, bro, you playing, but you ain't got to touch him. You know he went anywhere. Nigga don't
Rockets trail by 3.
That shit breaking his head.
Here's Durant. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. And Durant with the big finish.
Obviously, the defense has its eyes on Durant with the ball, so he cleverly uses the pick and roll to create some space.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The three from Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace, the pass to Hartenstein. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wallace outside. Off the mark there with a 3.
Yeah, that's
out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. A moment here to see the numbers for Amin Thompson.
That's it. Yeah, it's really cool.
Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Back to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh my God, did you see that pass? Did you see that pass? Holy shoulders, that shit was here.
Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar. Well, no question. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Wallace, the pass to Hartenstein. Back to Wallace. This one for 3. Oklahoma City with a triple.
1,000 consecutive points off of threes. This defense is around. And guys, now that they're rolling from the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks. Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim. More his really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense. They feed off of that energy. It gets them going. Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now. Both teams get the message to cover shooter after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren.
Both
teams in the blue world. Hey guys, this is going to be fun now.
Let's go.
On tap here.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the...
Nigga Shai out there balling, Chad.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can. You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up to the Oklahoma City Thunder. This team doesn't just win, they win big.
Don't miss, big.
That means they've given full effort for all their games. No garbage time, no lax efforts, full throttle basketball play. They've spent a lot of time dominating on the floor.
Dort and Holmgren make up the forward. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Williams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro. Well, when you look at the assist total, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Finney Smith on target from about 13 feet.
Really love how active Finney Smith is. Exceptional job cutting to the right spot in the pick and roll.
And it's exceptional the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
A chance here to catch up with Allen from the sideline.
Slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get the spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused the beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Back to you, Brian.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Thunder leading by 13. Out left to the wing. From deep, Holmgren. Rebounded by Green.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
To the left wing. Here's Eason. Counted from distance. Eason's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And Shepherd is an unselfish guard. He's fantastic at moving the ball and setting up his teammates.
Holmgren, left side. Wallace, outside.
Break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, so he didn't get the ball. He was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Dort. Stolen by Capella. Durant way outside. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Durant's got 11.
Players with KD's size generally don't have that quick release, too. Incredible combination for him.
And here's Holmgren. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
He was wide open. That missed clearly on him.
Durant drives in. And Durant with the big finish.
Just a natural-born scorer. Kevin Durant is especially elusive and skilled at converting on the drive.
You know, the more you watch Şengün, the more you wonder if he's just a guard at the body of a big man park.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation, B.A., because his massiveness, his vision to see from half a play to a play ahead, I mean, you can actually run offense.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. From deep.
Let's go.
Oklahoma sitting on a triple.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Over to the wing. Here's Şengün. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer flying. Oklahoma City leading by 9. And it's Jordan to drive. He's got 11.
Nice use of strength by Dort. He runs into the inside contact, but pushes right through.
Now here's Durant. Watched by Wallace. Off target from outside. The Thunder have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. And he's SGA outside. He's hauled in by Houston. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Thompson. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Wallace outside. Great assist from SGA. That one goes in. SGA's got 7 assists in the game. Rockets trail by 12. Durant inside.
A premier shot blocker. Holmgren maybe set a frame, but he's never running from the frame.
Here's Thompson.
That's all.
The Thunder pull it in. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
I found it
Well,
you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contributed last game.
Ali, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
You a 2K player. We got a 2K player.
They're passing on point, reading the defense and reacting. Kenny, I wish you'd react this fast when I asked you to pass this.
And guys, let's turn our attention. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Cason Wallace with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, in the first half, he taught a class on how to make your teammates look good. And you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being able to facilitate.
In the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. We've got Clint Capella, Corey Smith out there, now for Şengün. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Thompson in at point guard.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Pass to Wallace. Puts up a 3. And another 3 from Oklahoma City. Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. That 3's off the mark. And so Şengün will bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 14. And the ball out of play, the Thunder will have it. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Kicks it out to Holmgren. There's the triple. Kept alive. Dort outside. Wallace outside. The 3 from Holmgren. Down the long
Turn me up, Chad.
Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch?
Durant, pass to Şengün. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
And you watch Alfred Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, he throws his weight around. But what separates him is his skill against the best post defenders in the league. He comes up with creative ways to score. And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with them. I mean, these hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
That one tall. They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's SGA. He's got 15. Holmgren with a screen on Durant. Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. There's 3. Oh,
They said. They said.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Durant draws the double. Pass to Capella. Back to Durant. Houston working the ball around. And Houston another 3.
Right back at you. Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with the 3 of his own.
So Mark Degno will call a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Of the last month, here are the NBA's best free throw shooting teams. In the 3rd spot, Oklahoma City.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you found them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
Pass to Shepard. Now Easton fires the 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Wallace outside. Here's Dort. Jacks up a 3. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving him so many clean looks.
It's Easton with the jam.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Pass to Wallace. Puts it up from 17. And he can't bank that one in.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down. Now, here's Green. Holiday from long range. Connects from downtown.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Thunder leading by 12. Screen by Holmgren. SGA passes to Dort. Outside, SGA. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Green. Here's Shepard. SGA covering. On the wing, Finney-Smith.
Let's go, Dodo.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked. Yet he kept his cool and splashed.
And
So it's Oklahoma City earning this break in the action. Up 10. 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possession. Back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that beat. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it's also an excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides. The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. SGA and Wallace for the backcourt. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And Mark Degno has called a timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Check in with Alex
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. The shot's good.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the Rock inside. It's pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Wallace outside. Williams finds SGA. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Oh, man.
Showing some power. Yeah, the turnover sparking the break. Smith, a relentless defender with a disruptive wingspan.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Wallace outside. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And protection right through the net. And the Thunder lead by 6.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Capella, the pass to Durant. Doesn't go that time.
Working from medium range, he was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
Holmgren with a screen on Thompson. Beats SGA. And counter. 8-14 now. He's rolling.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range. Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it. That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Outside Dort. Fires the three. And he nails it.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence. Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Ooh, the three doesn't go. City leading by 10. Beyond the arc. Shangun pulls it down. Here's Durant. Oh, here come the Thunder on the break. Durant fires. And the three-pointer.
Somebody got to put an egg in
He's
face.
carrying his weight, doing his part.
Crazy.
Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
And SGA has got the ball here for OKC. Double team on SGA. Clock at 6.
Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3 in a single game.
And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response 3.
Thunder leading by 9. He launches.
They said.
Team record. Single game.
What a shot he's got. A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. He got it.
An outstanding performance from Durant so far. But you know what? That's par for the course for him. He's just a natural scorer. And this is a game they can build on. They kept their focus all game long, and it will give more to the win for the Thunder.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when they're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense is flowing really well.
And with this win, they will now have 52 points. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Shangun against Holmgren. Outside Dort for 3. Capella pulls it down. And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around.
Another chance. And up and in on the layup.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperon Shangun. His game isn't all about power.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian.
Look at that shit. 11 for 16. Nigga hit 11 threes. One regular shot. Nigga, watch it. Look at shape. 4 for 10. Nigga ball. Everybody ball.
Shut that shit down.
Oh, no. Everybody ain't ball. Oh, no, he did. They were points right here. Yeah, niggas playing numbers. Nigga ain't got numbers. Kid, he had 25. Bro. Shit, got that. He leave the career, all right. Gang 2. Legal turn. BTAAAA. Same shit. 1-on-1. Whole lot. I should go get that nigga you scared of.
Oh, nah, we busting his ass, though.
I still get that nigga you scared of. He's scared of that nigga.
Busting bit the ass. How many times do I beat him at least 5 to 6 times?
Beat him, but that nigga there irritated him, though. You know?
Yeah, that nigga.
At shooting guard, at 6'3" inches, number 22, Keystone Wallace. At center, 7', number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein. He's probably DB's promotion. 10th part of the regular season. Some teams are all in on a playoff push.
This is the point.
All right, brother. I'm calling Julius, man. Yeah.
The year where everybody, absolutely everybody, is looking at the standings and the potential matchups facing them in the postseason. They are sharpening skills and minds.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Under the forward, Anthony Daniels and Randall. Filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And Gobert in center. Now, here's the work. And he can't answer that. Three-pointer off Broadway. The three, Edwards. Drains the three-pointer.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from three.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. 6-point game. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, shaky as they looked in that game, guys. It showed a lot of mental toughness that they were able to come out and get a win.
5 on the clock. Here's Dort. Gets it to go.
Dort's so competitive, he answers 1-3 with one of his own.
The DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, sharks are in the water.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. SGA up top. Defended by
Not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points run up from outside.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And the foul called by Edwards. Anthony Edwards foul of the game. First team foul. Here's Holmgren. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And the Colts is Julius Randle. That's his first foul. Personal foul. Second team foul.
Wallace kicks to Dort. Oh, good with the triple. For Minnesota, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Gobert finds Edwards. And another three from Minnesota.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lays it straight in.
One of the great strengths of SGA's game, the ability to maintain control and finish through contact.
Randall passes to Edwards. He takes the three. And the Timberwolves hit again for a team.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Let's go to the sideline and see what Al LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
A bit ago, Mark and Derek were able to check. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and Coach kind of chuckled and said, "Well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this thing down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already." Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. And there's SGA on the assist by Holmgren. 8 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Timberwolves leading by 6. Randall kicks to Edwards. And it's out of bounds. The last touch by Holmgren.
And now look at the numbers for Edwards. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's averaging 28 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there. And that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
SGA from outside. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting.
And that is DiVincenzo simply willing the ball in the bucket. That's 2 points the hard way.
Now, here's SGA. And he really played well against them. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Out to Wallace. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Edwards.
What's up, Mike?
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc. They are hitting at a high clip.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Holmgren plays at the full with Hartenstein at the center spot. At the guard spots will be seen Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
How about Anthony Edwards?
Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
One shot on the floor, as complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania. Listen news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value. Scoring-minded combo guard. It's taking the full lane. Sexton. That's not a sought-after score with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
Well, they challenge reserved. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. And so Mark Dagnall calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And looking for some changes, Wilson's checked in, and Wiggins is subbed in for Cason Wallace. They're trailing by 13. SGA wants a two-pointer. Shot goes down. They're in a good position right here.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Knocks it loose.
That's us. Okay, wait,
Randall.
yeah.
Edwards on the wing.
Yeah.
Coming up with assist for Randall. Edwards got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota. And SGA has got the ball
of that height inside.
Randall gets to Edwards. The Timberwolves getting from deep.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
SGA from outside. That's 86%. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Back to Edwards. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Edwards with
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate. Like that. This part of his game.
And you look at this Timberwolves roster, Doris, quite a spread as far as the ages of their top players.
Oh, Kevin, you've got a couple of guys who are absolutely on the back nine and really walking up the fairway at number 18. And then you've got Mr. McDaniels and Anthony Edwards, 2 guys in their early 20s. But this is the fascinating part. There's a runway left, and what do they do with it?
Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And sometimes you can make a few plays here and there, but never get into a real rhythm. That's what happened to them in that game.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, because I thought they were they never settled into any kind of rhythm.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie Laporte on the sideline.
Tim checks the boxes. He said if you play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are 2 things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's the foundation of my game started. Back to you guys.
A unique talent. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
Wow, how about the navigation off the drive? Dante DiVincenzo, that is nice.
And now Minnesota on the best break.
Hey!
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Trailing by 18. Gilgeous Alexander kicks to Wiggins. The shot's good. SGA's got 4 assists in the game. There's McDaniels.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniels, send it in.
Hey, go for him. Come on, bang that bitch.
59 seconds left in the first half. Holmgren outside.
Yeah.
Back to Gilgeous Alexander. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. For Randall. Gilgeous Alexander. That's a 2-pointer. And it's out of bounds. The Federal Evidence in possession. Oklahoma City ball. Minnesota on D. Shot clock at 3.
And on nights like this, guys, he's unstoppable.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
24 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Tipped away. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Shoots the three, and he's good on the three-point. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now this quarter.
This guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
And so Mark Gagnon some things over with the team might be seeing something to adjust. There's 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Mitchell outside. With 4 seconds on the clock. And Mitchell with the dunk.
Guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sight.
He is a determined finisher. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. Why even bring it inside when you got him on the perimeter? After that quarter, his three-point total stands at 6. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And get ready for some IRBM and amazing tests from your pocket watch. Arena
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic.
Well, you can see the camaraderie. They share the ball, and they don't care which guy scores.
Sounds like us here on the set.
And now, how about a peek? And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
How about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And on the floor for Chris Finch, Dosumu is out there with Bones Highland. Then there's Reed. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Shannon in a third spot. And that'll be it on the city's book. And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all 3 are elite. But let's tell you this, Oklahoma City fans, not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
Crafty move. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Ingles, back to Dosumu. Driving inside. The shot is good. Dosumu's got his first points of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Hollis' shot is good.
Play for someone else.
Here's Ingles. Ireland against Wallace. Pass to Shannon. Here's Dosumu. That 3 off the mark. We're trailing by 15. Wallace, the pass to Hartenstein. Back to Wallace. Now Dort. Shot clock at 6. Now Hartenstein. Second chance effort. He takes it up and brings it in.
Hartenstein is a handful to deal with, folks. If he's that close to the bucket, look out.
Williams against Ingles. Taken away by Williams. He is stolen by Ingles. Here's Wallace. And the layup's good off the glass. Wallace has got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Outside, Reed. It's taken away by Wallace. It's tipped. paint. Here's Hartenstein. Again, the pass will
That complete pass, boy, that makes your teammates happy.
1:57 left in the third quarter. Highland passes to Dosunmu. And there's the drive. Here's Shannon. Connects from three-point range. Shannon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Some shooters might overthink a wide-open shot. Not this guy.
Wallace outside. Here's Highland, and it's in there.
Boy, Highland working hard for that high percentage shot. That's nicely done.
1:27 left to play in the third. Mitchell against Highland. And it's Bones Highland with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Engel.
Oklahoma City ball.
And here's a look at some numbers for Rudy Gobert. And for Hartenstein. Williams against Randall. He's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
This guy is a high flyer, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Free throw no good for Williams. And great when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep. Size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series where your strength of your strength.
Here's Edwards. And the whistle blows. Second foul of the game.
In this quarter, they've yielded 5 points off those turnovers.
Mitchell kicks to Dort. Back to Mitchell. Takes up a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And with the success they've had rebounding basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
34 seconds left in the third. It's Dort on the wing. Good, and the assist. Mitchell's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, tremendous job. Having hands ready, feet prepared, catch and shoot opportunity for Lou Dort is good.
Back to Edwards.
Oh, he just punches that one down. He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Mitchell, this is to Williams. It's up a 3. Wallace misses. Here's Edwards. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score
with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Sliced to be wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You'll love the unselfish play.
It's the
fourth quarter. Hey, Chad, you know, saw the game down on the fourth quarter.
Quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Timberwolves leading by 18. At the guard spots will be seen Gilgeous Alexander and Wallace. Dort and Holmgren are the forwards. And it's Williams at the center filling out the middle. That's the lineup out there for the third. To the inside. And there's Holmgren. Edwards got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Thunder. And Randall has got the ball here for Minnesota. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Friday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And for that game against the Thunder, I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to their strengths against them. And even though they're going after the #1 team right now in our league, they can get the ball.
Well, I don't know what they gave him a drink back there, but he is pouring it on right now.
And going by
It's thrown by Edwards. And he drops it in. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle sessions for the Timberwolves.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands. A big job of disrupting.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Here's Wallace.
Aggressive on the defensive end by Jake McDaniels. Boy, he makes that shooter work.
Edwards. Edwards got 38 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
SGA passes to Wallace. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
They have been more dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. Outside for Randall. There's the triple. They get it back. It's to DiVincenzo.
Oh my God.
Takes a three. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off. Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfect swinging the ball.
And the Thunder making a change here. Nice check in.
Number 55.
Favorite wide open.
Snaps an 11-0 run by the Timberwolves.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fall. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Oh, that is a stone-cold three by the Ant-Man.
It's Dort on the wing. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to SGA. Shoots over McDaniel. Dort misses.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wallace. From the Thunder.
This is winding down. It's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total smash and a true show of strength for Minnesota.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will make it 51 victories for the team. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. Edwards with the stop.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Wallace misses. a 25-point lead. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Gilgeous Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Wallace.
They're saying Gilgeous Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
For three, Edwards. Wallace outside. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This one was over well before the final buzzer. Fans were hoping for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Dante, you won state titles in high school.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris.
4 to 7. That's it. Straight 3. 9 for 13. It's 5 shots. Alright, chat, man. We turned y'all the fuck up, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. CG Nation, man. We stream, peace.